Off we go! Some people don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home.
I told you not to spook him.
I was perfectly civil.
Your brand of civility leaves much to be desired. Ah, good. You've arrived. Your punctuality is appreciated. I am T1, Spy Master of the Blackfin Legion. I serve General Keshu in all matters of intrigue. Though the matter I need help with is of a more personal nature. I hope I am right in trusting you with it. Straight to it, then. One of our own has gone missing. Zosin, one of our closest companions, and Keshu's principal ambassador. My informants tell me he was last seen speaking to a dark elf named Malin Drad. That's where you come in. Something's got him on edge. He won't talk to any of us. The members of the Blackfin Legion are easily recognizable in Gideon. I need someone he won't see coming. I want you to see if you can speak with him and learn what he and Zosin discussed. He's staying at the Egg and Hammer Inn. The method of information extraction is up to you, and I will see you rewarded. All I ask is that you be discreet. Too many prying eyes will ensure Zosin never opens up to us about whatever is going on. Vos Haruk, likely the finest warrior in Gideon, next to Keshu herself, and certainly the strongest of our ranks. She grew up with the rest of us in Sikhat Zol, and much like myself, has served the Black Fin for many years. Apologies, it's Keshu's nickname. Voss was actually the one to witness the event that started it. During one of our trials, Keshu emerged from the dark waters of the swamp to kill 3 Naga. Like a black fin on the prowl, Peak Iril wrote. No, I have not informed her, yet. She is very busy, as you are no doubt aware. Her claws are full with the fallout from your encounter with those crazed Dagonists. I wish to keep her in the dark for a moment. She has enough to worry about. He is an odd one, but no villain. An accomplished mage and expert on the plains of Oblivion. He put his conjuration skills to work in service of the Ebonheart Pact, though he's since retired to spend his days drinking and poring over old tomes. Like most arrogant mages, he enjoys making sure others are aware of his superiority. He's a talker. My mistake was not stopping Voss before she confronted him directly. He doesn't want trouble with the Blackfin Legion, so he's playing coy now.
Thanks for your help. Word of advice, step lightly around the Dark Elf when you speak with him. He scares easy. I think he soiled his robes when I first asked him about Zosin. T1 says that's my fault, though I do not see how. I have great love for him, but we have always been opposites. When we were hatchlings, I was busy bloodying my scales, while he was mixing tinctures. He is brave, and he is often too clever for his own good. I worry for him. No clue, but Zosin is a master conjurer and a veteran of many battles. I have no doubt that whatever trouble he's gotten himself into, it will not get the better of him. Still, I believe...
Dance, my servant. Spin and swirl. Oh, but don't singe the rug. Welcome, welcome. Another adventurer comes seeking the wisdom of Malindrad. Eh? What will it be this time? Conjuration training? Escort through the greater plains, perhaps? I am not drunk. I am retired. Do you know how long I served those ungrateful wretches of the Ebonheart Pact? And was my severance in accordance with my service? Ha! But that's all changed now. Someone finally saw my value. I'm set for life. The very same. To think some consider him my equal in conjuration. Ah! Ridiculous. A true expert knows you never fall in love with your own conjured servants. I tried to talk him out of it, but he just kept raising his offer. He wanted a special ritual stone. I didn't have one, but I taught him the spells to make use of it. And we spoke of Doomvault Porsixid, a place that might contain such a relic. I told him to just summon a new servant. They're all the same. The damn fool! I told him to stick to flame Atronachs. Sure, they can be nice to look at, but they're made of fire! He preferred to summon kin, warriors from the Deadlands and beyond. Not my type, but who am I to judge when the coin is good? As if a novice could understand the inner workings of a runic conduit intrinsically linked by its very nature to the chaotic creation of kin. Ha! Honestly, talking to you is making me sober. You're worse than that giant lizard woman. East out of Gideon, where the Blackwood turns to muck. It's hard to miss, but you should prepare yourself if you intend to enter. That's where Zosin was headed. Happy now?
I think I may stay here for a while, so that I, or rather we, can get used to dealing with our curious partnership.
Curious it may be, but I am not sure I was ever happier, even when I was flesh and bone.
Meeting you made my day better.
Hey! So nice to see you! Come talk a while. Mathen and I are just, well, trying to get to know each other better. Wonderfully. We have more in common than I ever would have guessed. Did you know he was an author too? Well, a writer at any rate. He dictates a sonnet to me every night. It's like a dream. We are still working out a few things. Well, you know, it's not as if I'm some... It's fine. We just have to exercise some creativity. Would I like to feel his arm around me while I snuggle up with a good book? Of course. But every couple faces these little hardships, right? Right.
Greetings, my friend. It is a real pleasure to see you again. And to be seen. It appears that I'm invisible to most people. A blessing in surprise, perhaps. At any rate, I hope you are well. None. Ysara's smile is all the radiance I need, my friend. In the end, that was what my mother understood least. I was born to wealth, yes, but I never aspired to more than being a worthy partner for my lady love. This is where I belong. And I will be glad for her. True love is not miserly. what we feel for each other is deep and true. In the end, all I wish for her is joy and fulfillment. If a day comes when she cannot find that with me, so be it.
I made my wealth on Tobal Bay as a sailor on the
You're back. Any luck? T1 went off to do a bit of investigating on his own, but he said he would return soon. Did you manage to get anything out of that idiot, Malin Drod? Ugh, these vaults make my scales itch. There's a power to them. More tempting to mages than most, I suspect. Did Malin say what Zosen's after? Love. Oh, not this again. By seed and spleen, I would bet anything that he's trying to reach Zyria. It's a long story. Back when the Blackfin Legion went to war against the Akaviri alongside the Ebonheart Pact, Zosen summoned an entire cohort of Dremora warriors to help turn the tide. Zyria was among them, more loyal to Zosen than all the rest. They fell for each other on the battlefield. Then Zyria died for him. Of course, that's what conjured servants do for their masters. But Zosen didn't see it that way. Not with her. Wait, here comes T1.
Zosen hasn't contacted anyone else in the Legion. Tell me you have something.
He's looking for Zyria.
Ah, I should have guessed.
Well, that explains why he didn't tell us anything.
Zyria. It's been a few years since I've heard that name. I take it things went better for you with Malin Drod than they did for Voss. No surprise there. Tell me what you know. A ritual stone. I suppose that makes sense. I assume Voss told you that Zyria died fighting for Zosen some years back. When a Dremora dies, it reforms on its home plane, but it takes a considerable amount of time before it can be summoned again. My theory is that this ritual stone Zosen went to gather might be able to circumvent the amount of time it would take to summon Zyria. Look, you've already done what I asked, but I could use your help for just a little longer. I need you to enter Doomvault Porsixid and find Zosen. Make sure he's safe. He's clever, but there's no telling what kind of horrors await him in there. Voss and I are needed here. Please, find our egg brother for us. Try to get him to listen to reason. He doesn't need to rush this. He should discuss it with Keshu and the rest of us. Conjuration is dangerous to begin with. A ritual of this kind? I'm not even sure Zosen knows what could happen if it goes tail up. It's dangerous, even for a seasoned mage like Zosen. Hostile Daedra roam the halls, and I've heard reports that the deeper you go, the stranger things get. Like it's a window into oblivion. Be careful. We're not asking you to die for us.
right, but don't cry for Mummy. Nice hole.
If I am to die here, would I go to the same place as you?
It's a fight metal. Finders keepers, as they say. the last of them? Oh, thank feck. In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
If I am to die here, would I go to the same place as you? An adventurer? What are you doing in this cursed place? Of course he did. I tried to spare him of this. I tried to spare all my egg siblings, but things have gone awry, as I might have expected. Yes. The Kinez Stone. And in my haste, I attempted to summon Zyria to my side immediately. A grave error. These vaults are pure chaos. No place for a stable conjuring. The spell backfired, sapped me of my magicka, and nearly killed me. Wait. The Kinez Stone also suffered from my impatience. Expended like it is now, it's useless. It needs to be recharged, or this was all for nothing. Take it. Find trees like this one that still hold energy. It won't take much, I promise. Find more of these trees marked by runes. The ones next to us have been spent. The energy consumed by my botched attempt at the summoning ritual. But there are more not far from here. The stone is already attuned. You just need to find the trees. It may seem strange, but trees grow even in the realms of oblivion. As on Nirn, they are blooming pathways teeming with the energy of their parent plane. That force powers the stone. We'll need more of it if I'm to have any chance of saving Zyria. It is difficult to explain. Conjuration requires a focus of two distinct points. Where the entity currently is, and where you wish it to appear. I underestimated the instability of these vaults. The swirling chaos clouded my vision, and I failed. It's more complicated than that. The chaotic energy of Oblivion is bleeding through into Nirn, but it's overlapping our reality without replacing what is here. In all my studies, I've never seen anything quite like it. I have enough magicka to shroud myself from sight. I won't be far behind. Many cautioned me when I revealed my love for Ziria. They said she was a demon, incapable of such emotions. That she would use my feelings to manipulate me. Though she is a Dramora, Ziria is different. Exiled from her clan, alone and hunted, simply because she is unique. I know I can protect Ziria as long as I am by her side, just like she once protected me. Her clan will never stop hunting her. We may be on the run for the rest of our lives, but at least we will be together.
I really don't like your odds.
That should be enough. I have my strength back. I will go to T1. Meet me there.
Good to have you back, brother. Would have preferred not to have to send someone after you.
I know. I am grateful to you all, but I had to take this chance. I owe you a debt of gratitude, my newfound friend. Not only for pulling me out of that vault, but for being willing to help me recharge the stone. I won't soon forget it. It should come as no surprise that I intend to attempt to summon Ziria again. However, my egg siblings are divided on whether this is the wisest course of action. I must admit I can be rash where Ziria is concerned. You bore witness to that. T1 and I believe Ziria would make for a powerful ally in the battles ahead. Having her here now could save lives. On the other hand, Vas Haruk is right to caution that Ziria is an outcast kin. She cut ties with her clan, and they will hunt her. I do not know. Ziria is alone in the Deadlands, newly reformed and already running for her life. I want to believe I can keep her safe here, even if it means we might attract more enemies to ourselves. What do you think I should do? Ziria is a powerful ally and friend, And yet an outcast Dremora will almost certainly draw some measure of unwanted attention towards the Blackfin Legion and Gideon. It is a difficult decision. Speak with T1 and Voss Haruk. We must decide soon.
A decision must be made. In this time of strife, do we remain overly cautious and refuse to act? Or should we recruit a powerful ally with intimate knowledge of Dagon's forces and the Deadlands? I am, and not only for Zosin's sake. There's a storm coming, friend. If a war with Oblivion itself is in our future, I am not sure our Imperial allies will be enough to help us drive them back. We're going to need all the help we can get. I am the Blackfin's spy master. I win battles by being better informed than my enemies. Zyria may know something of Dagon's plans, and even if not, she knows the tactics and weaknesses of Daedric forces. I think it is well worth the risk.
Of course Zosin wants to summon her. I should have known. But we must consider our course carefully. Having a Dremora in our midst could affect far more than just our own family. You have seen the dangers General Keshu and the rest of us face now. Vaults of Oblivion, cultists in service to Mehrunes Dagon, and tenuous alliances to meet them. Now is simply not the time to take unnecessary risks. Against any other foe, yes, she is of the Deadlands, the home plane of the very enemies we found on our doorstep. An outcast Dremora at our side may only serve to draw the full might of Dagon's armies down on our heads. Think on this.
Zyria is... Were it not for you, I would never have retrieved the stone. Having Zyria by my side once more will certainly outweigh any risk.
It will be good to see Zosin and Zyria reunited, and I look forward to picking her brain in regards to whatever Dagon's forces have in store for us. No doubt she will, just as you have. You've done more than I could have asked. You're one of us now, as far as I'm concerned. I hope, if it comes to it, you'll fight beside us once again. Take this. You've earned it.
The conjuration ritual starts now. Stand back. Zyria Kenaz Clan Shardai. Zan Phaedra Shardai. Zan Dagon Zyria. Zosin Akam Zyria.
Zosin, my love, you found me.
My dearest Zyria. I never stop searching. You remember my family.
Of course, except for this one.
A new friend. Most worthy. Without them, I would not have been able to bring you back.
Then you have my thanks as well, hero. And my promise of aid in the battles to come.
You're back? We're still cleaning up after the last time you were here. Has something happened? Counselor Vandasia's cult. Yes, I read the reports sent from Leowin. I only met the man once. I didn't like him. I can't imagine what he wants with that old ruin. but you wouldn't be here if it wasn't important. Count us in. We owe you a debt for your help with the Argonians. I'm grateful for the chance to pay it back. I'll gather my brigandines and head out at once. See you at Fort Redmayne.
There are a lot of relieved villagers here, thanks to your efforts. Well done, friend. Hostile cultists in Blackwood? That must not be allowed to go unchallenged. The Three Winds will gladly fight by your side in defense of Fort Redmayne. An hour of great danger draws near. I can sense it. The Three Winds will not leave you to face this danger alone.
Mercenary. We'll be moving to retake Border Watch soon. Or have you returned for some other reason? Crazed cultists? Retaking our garrison can wait. The Brigandines of Border Watch will stand with you. I do love returning a favor. I'll mobilize everyone I can spare and meet you at Fort Redmayne. We'll fight these cultists together. Don't mention it. Reports of Councillor Vandasia's villainy reached me, so I have some idea of what we're up against. I'm happy to lend our support to put an end to this Daedric cult. We'll see you at Fort Redmayne.
What do you say we try some of the local fare? I'm famished. Have a care.
Let me apologize for my besotted colleague. Tasting is not the same as drinking. Now...
If my assistant doesn't return soon, he'll be peeling potatoes for weeks.
Mercenary, you have news? That explains the reports I received from my scouts. Increased and flagrant waking flame activity in the countryside around Gideon. I take it Von Dacia knows the ambitions are there? Governor Keshu is wise. Gideon isn't as defensible as Leowin. A battle inside the city limits will cause untold damage and deaths among the common folk. Very well, mercenary. The Ivory Brigade will stand with the Black Fin Legion. I'll rally the Ivory Brigade here in Leowin, and we'll meet you at Fort Redmayne. We'll stop Von Dacia and his cultists. We have to. The cultists seem to have moved away from Leowin. I don't think the legates are in any immediate danger, but they're also no longer trying too hard to hide their identity. They're gathering in great numbers and setting up a perimeter around Gideon.
You play the armor you're dealt, right? Or march with the armor you have? I'm terrible at metaphors. A solid fort at our backs, brave soldiers at our side. Now we just need to wait for Van Dacia and his cultists to show up. If we're being totally honest, I'm as nervous as the last leaf on the tree on the final day of fall. I'm a walk in the woods, loose an arrow at your back, fade into the trees kind of adventurer. An all-out war? That's not my style. Right. No guarantees in war. Still, it makes me feel better to know I'll have you fighting with me. And the Legionnaires and Brigadines, of course. Anyway, let's get to it. Talk to Governor Keshu and see where she thinks will do the most good.
Like a storm drawing near, Vandasia's forces come. Time to take our places. I will command the outer defenses. Captain Rian and his brigadines will protect the gate. We will do our best to keep the cultists from getting past us and into the fort. I want you inside the fort near the guardhouse. That's where we'll place the ambitions for safekeeping. It will be up to you to deal with any cultists that get past us, until we can send soldiers to assist you. And remember, they have portal magic. I expect a two-pronged assault. The bulk of Vandasia's forces will attack the gate, while a smaller group uses portals to get inside. Portal magic is difficult. They could never move an entire army that way. Hence, we must defend from all directions.
Brigadines, take your positions! The enemy could arrive at any time! Emily, take the ambitions to the guardhouse!
Blackfin Legion, to me!
Any sign of Vandasia's forces, Captain Rian?
I just received word. The Waking Flame has arrived, and they have portal mages with them. Evely, take the ambitions to the guardhouse.
I'll protect them. You stay here and defend the courtyard.
Brigadier archers, support the mercenary! Portals, cut down the cultists!
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Priorities are ready. Give us a target. Arrows away! We're about to lose! Lead the enemy to our target!
You might need a little help in here.
Hold the courtyard, Lieutenant! Mercenary, go check on the ambitions!
Oh good, you're here. A little help, please.
I hope you're watching.
There are more of these abominations on the balcony. Move to flank.
Something you need to discuss? What would you like to talk about? I'm an archer by training, so I try to stay at range. Up close, I'm pretty handy with change of plans.
Still no sign of the ambitions? Tangled roots, what a mess! Well, I ran into a lot of Daedra, but no ambitions. Sombrin must be trying to stay one step ahead of Vandasia's forces. Let's split up. You check the inner bailey, and I'll backtrack to make sure we didn't miss anyone in here. Portals open all around us, and Daedra poured in without warning. Sombrin grabbed Kalia and Destron and blasted their way out of the fight. When you arrived, my cousins and I were doing our best to cover their retreat. I'm not sure, but they ran west. The inner bailey's in that direction. I wouldn't be surprised if Sombrin plans to keep moving. Vandacia will have a hard time finding the ambitions if they don't stand still. And so will we. That's awkward.
Over here, mercenary!
Vandasia's forces.
Sombrin,
They're everywhere.
I sense more of them. They're coming.
All of you, under the shield! Time to move! Stay close! There's more coming! All of you, under the shield!
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable. They're coming for us.
Keep going! Move!
Something. They're only delaying the inevitable.
Monster! Because of you, our parents are dead!
They were the chosen of Neron's Dagon. Rewarded beyond their station.
I'm going to kill you, Vandacia!
Who shall I sacrifice first? Perhaps the sister.
You leave Kalia alone, you bastard!
Destron!
Let me help you fulfill your purpose.
Destron! No!
Lord Dagon, I return to you the power of this ambition. Let the realms burn so you may walk among us.
Sky! And Mehrunes Dagon! How is he here?
This is my opposition. How easily I shall crush them.
Into the keep! Quickly!
The worlds are merging, Sombrin. There is no escape.
I hate you! Just leave us alone!
Kalia, you can't unleash your power like that! You could lose control!
What does it matter? You saw what he did to Destron. He's going to do the same to us.
Broken branches? What happened here?
Vondacia sacrificed Destron, allowing Mehrunes Dagon to drag us into his realm. Emily, I need the book you're carrying.
You know about that?
It's part of Dagon. Just like Kalia and me. I sensed it the moment I met you. I think I can use it to weaken Vondacia. Give us a fighting chance.
All right. What are you going to do with it?
Take the fight to Vondacia in the courtyard. He won't expect that. Meanwhile, I need time to prepare.
Go fight the super powerful Daedric priest? How?
Just keep him busy. Then, with the help of this book, I'll take care of the rest.
All right. Sombra needs us to buy him some time. Let's get to the courtyard.
I can't believe it. He killed my brother. He killed Destron. Listen. Sacrifice me. Let Sombrin take my energy. Then you can kill Vondacia and save the fort. But my brother and my parents. Vondacia has to pay for that. You were supposed to protect us. You were supposed to save Destron. Then let me help. Sombrin has been holding me back. I don't care if I lose control, so long as I take Vondacia with me. Find him. Keep him busy. I'll make sure he pays for Destron.
I can't let Destron's death be for nothing. With this book, I think I can help us defeat Vondacia and once again separate the realms. I can't explain how being an ambition works. I don't really know myself. But I can sense things that are like me, that have the same taint of Dagon upon them. This book practically reeks of it. I think this is the Mysterium Xarxis. Zaina's contracts mentioned it. The rites it describes allowed Vondacia to imbue us with a portion of Dagon's energy. I think he took a little for himself along the way, which is why he's so powerful. I want to try to take that energy away from him. I'm not sure we left Blackwood. The two realms are merging around this fort. We could be on Nirn, or in the Deadlands, or maybe someplace in between. If I can weaken Vondacia and you can destroy him, that might break the connection and set us free.
I can't believe we lost Destron. I should have been there. Maybe together we could have saved him. Yes, I'd probably do the same if someone threatened my brother. Have you seen the sky outside? One ambition gave Vandacia enough energy to merge the entire fort with the Deadlands. What could he do with another ambition or two? Right. Should it concern us that he can read the book and it was all gibberish to me? Maybe the whole reason I found it and carried it all this time was so I could give it to Sombrin now. Maybe he's meant to use it to stop Dagon. I hope that's true.
Fortress. Its very stone crumbles in my presence.
Keep going. There's still cultist blood to spill here.
I met you.
Oh, gods, help me! No!
Pathetic. Are those arrows or lights?
Vandacia should be just through that door. I'll cover you from the battlements.
The power of the Lord of Fire and Blood flows through me. You cannot stop what is happening.
Get ready, Kalia. Just like I showed you.
You're going to pay, Vandacia. Mercenary, help us drain his power. This is for my brother!
Merging the realms is delicate. One mistake and both could be destroyed.
attack Vondacia when you give the word.
You're not going to die for Mehrunes Dagon!
I grow tired of this game! Against Mehrunes Dagon's power!
Hey! Stick with me!
Vondacia's weakening!
Give us a target!
We can drain Vondacia's power. Just give the order.
This is for my brother!
Enough of this! Master wants he will have it. Almost.
Die, you bastard!
You defeated my high priest, mortals. That was unexpected. And before he completed emerging, that is unfortunate. Though this realm slips from my grasp, your fate is inevitable. You will join me or die omniscient. It is why you were created.
We did it. We stopped Vondacia from merging the realms and opening the way for Mehrunes Dagon.
But my brother... Destron is still dead.
I failed Destron, but I won't fail you.
All right. Without Vandacia or his master, the cult doesn't stand a chance. I can't believe it! We defeated Vandacia, saved Sombrin and Kalia, and sent Dagon running with his tail between his legs. Does he have a tail? Anyway, we won! Destron would be proud of his sister. She fought bravely through the entire battle. Yeah, I guess Varl Lupus was right. We did need that strange book. In fact, I think I was meant to give it to Sombrin. I couldn't read a word of it, but he cast spells from it like it belonged to him. Sombrin did good, that's for certain. And honestly, I'm glad to be rid of that book. Sombrin seems to know how to handle it safely. I think it would be dangerous in the wrong hands. And I, for one, don't want any more bad dreams or waking visions.
Now I can add facing down a Daedric prince to my already impressive list of accomplishments. Food connoisseur, master assassin, consummate Vosa Saddle player, and now this. I suppose I should thank you for getting me mixed up in this. Nope. Vandacia made this personal, but I try not to make a habit of killing people for free. It's bad for business. You do what you have to. Me, I'm going to find a nice mammoth steak with a side of vegetables smothered in scuttle cheese sauce. Hey, I never claimed to be a hero. And despite our success today, I don't want to face Daedric threats on a regular basis. Then again, who knows what tomorrow will bring? Seeing you in action, I'm sure you'll turn up on a contract eventually.
Sorry about Destron. Whatever you need, I'm here for you.
I'm still alive. I can't believe I survived all that, but Destron didn't. It's not fair. None of this is. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Easy to say, hard to do. Still, so many people fought to protect me today. Even though my heart is broken, for their sakes, I'll find a way. Destron would want me to. I hope so. Not just for my sake, but for the other ambition, whoever they are. Without Destron, they and Sombran are the only family I have left. I'll try to be there for them. I really will. For now, we're heading back to the temple if you need us.
I've been alone my entire life. First in my vault, then in my wanderings. I finally found a real family, and I let one of them get taken from me. I promise you, I won't allow that to happen again. For now. But I don't think it's over. There's another ambition to find, and I can't imagine Mehrunes Dagon and his followers leaving us alone after all the time and planning that went into creating us. I think we'll head back to the temple for now. Daedra spin great lies from small truth when it suits them. I know that now. It was Zaina's last lesson to me. We won't join him and I won't let him kill us. We just need to come up with a way to keep any of that from happening. I'm not sure. It belongs to Evely, not me. I'd like to study it, see if there's some way to free the ambitions and change our destiny. But I know it's also dangerous. Let me think about it a little more. Then I'll talk with Evely. Yes. I wonder who he is, or she. Are they still trapped inside a vault? Or did they find a way to escape, like I did? I hate to think of them alone and unprotected. But maybe it's better if they remain hidden. Right. I almost forgot about that. I need to figure out how to keep Kalia from being consumed by her ever-increasing power. And them, too, once we find them. I suppose I have a lot to consider, and not a lot of time to do it.
The people of Blackwood owe you their gratitude, mercenary. You and Evely both. If not for your courage, Vondacia and his waking flame cult would have unleashed unthinkable destruction. The losses would have been devastating. It could have been worse. We did well against the cultists. They were not trained soldiers, and when Mehrunes Dagon appeared, we faded into the mud and grass. Dagon did more damage to his own minions than he inflicted on our forces. When a fire rages, my neighbor's hut is my own. That is Argonian wisdom. We defend ourselves by defending our friends. Those who died today died well. We do not mourn them. We will celebrate their sacrifice and cherish our victory back in Gideon.
Governor Keshu made the right call bringing the ambitions here. Can you imagine what would have happened to Gideon if Mehrunes Dagon appeared over the egg and hammer? We didn't just save Sombrin and Kalia. We saved Gideon. Maybe all of Blackwood. That seems to be the long and short of it. I'm sorry we couldn't stop Vandacia from murdering Destron, but at least we took care of that rotten tree stump in the end. Despite all that, I feel pretty good. It's not every day I get to save Tamriel. That would be too much to hope for. I'm sure some of them slipped away. It will take a while for them to find a leader as powerful as Vandacia, but I expect them to show up again at some point. Not by myself, I didn't. You helped. What started as an historic mystery turned into a tale of murder, living Daedric weapons, and the end of the world. How do we follow that? Oh, I know. With flagons of rot meth and lots of roast paws on a stick. What now? Can't we just rest for a while and bask in the glory? I know there's another ambition out there, and we need to keep Sombrin and Kalia safe, but still. Oh, Kesho asked me to give this to you. A reward for defending Blackwood. I have a feeling you hate this sort of thing, but we need to head back to Gideon. Governor Keshu insists on throwing us a victory celebration. I wonder if there will be cake. I could really go for a big, gooey piece of cake. Oh, the best kind. I hear Governor Keshu really knows how to throw a party. Food and drink, music and dancing. And she wants everyone to be there. Sure. The gardens behind the governor's mansion are big enough to entertain an entire army. Hey, before you join us, can you check on Sombrin and Kalia? Invite them to the party? They went back to the Temple of Dibella in Gideon. I'll meet you in Gideon after you collect Sombrin and Kalia from the temple. I think we've earned a little relaxation and a slice or two of cake after everything we've accomplished here. Absolutely. I think I'm really cut out for it. You get to travel, meet interesting people, see ancient places, and you get to solve all sorts of riddles and mysteries. And sometimes people throw you a celebration party too. A party with cake! I'm from Grotwood. Have you met my people? It's all roasted this and roasted that, and even raw this and raw that too. You don't get to enjoy many pastries under Green Pact rules, you know. Knowing that you helped people and seeing how much they appreciate it more than makes up for the dark times. You walk into town and people say, "Hey, it's Everly!" Soon the little kids around here will all have pigtails in their hair. Count on it.
Finders keepers, as they say. people don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home. Hello? If you're looking for our guests, they're long gone. I know you. You brought those guests to our temple. Kalia and Sombrin and poor Destron. Everyone in town is talking about your deeds in Blackwood. You helped stop that traitorous Vendacia and his cult. Thank you for that. I did say that, didn't I? I suppose that even the charms of the Lady of Love can be too much for some folk. Not everyone can stand to bask in Debella's glory for too long at a time. But they were good people. I liked them all. I heard them talking about a ruin north of Gideon. I know that particular place well. Let me mark its location on your map. When you can spare a moment, come back and enjoy one of our ceremonies. All should open their hearts to the secrets of love.
I just came by to... Hey, where are Callie and Sombrin? I came by to find out what was keeping you in the ambitions. Where are they? What happened to Callie and Sombrin? A ruin? I wonder why they went there. Haven't those two had enough adventures after all they've been through? We should go find the ambitions or they'll miss the party. Did the priest say which ruin in particular? Lead on then. The party's going to start soon and we don't want to be late. I, for one, want to get a nice piece of cake. Or maybe a slice of pie? Oh, broken branches, I'll just have both.
How much longer, Sombrin? This place makes me feel uneasy.
Not long now. I'm almost... Oh, it seems we have company. I'm actually glad you found us. I didn't want to leave without an explanation. But I'm afraid that Callie doesn't have a lot of time. Callie's power is recharging faster than I anticipated. It will soon reach the point where I won't be able to help her. Then she'll either release it and destroy everything around her, or it will consume her. Either way, people die, including Kalia. Use the Mysterium Xarxis to open a portal to the Deadlands? It's the only place I can think of where Kalia will be safe. The realm naturally siphons off a portion of our power. That will give me time to teach Kalia to control it on her own. It's a big place. Zaina taught me how to avoid notice there. And it's the last place Dagon's followers will think to look for us. As soon as Kalia can control her power, we'll come back. I promise. Thank you, my friend, for everything.
Poor Kalia. I hope Sombrin's right and he can help her. But taking refuge in the Deadlands? That's like the sausage leaping out of the pan because it thinks the fire will be safer. As for me, I never want to visit the Deadlands again. Hey, it wasn't my book. I was just keeping it safe for... Well, as crazy as it sounds, I think I was meant to give it to Sombrin. He certainly did more with it than I ever could. And I'm not about to miss the bad dreams and the waking visions. We go to the party! It's taking place in the gardens behind the governor's mansion. To think, this all started because I was curious about a coded journal I found in Emperor Leovik's old retreat. We figured out the secret, and now we celebrate. I'll see you at the party. Last one there doesn't get any cake.
sounds delicious, assassin. You must leave me a copy of the recipe.
Thanks to those mercenaries from Leowin that I told you about.
Welcome to the celebration, mercenary. There are many here who wish to thank you and share a drink or two. But where are Sombren and Kalia? I expected you to bring them with you. Choosing exile to spare others from danger is a noble decision. I wish them well, even as I worry about Sombren and Kalia out there on their own. Everyone else has gathered. Eat, drink, talk to your friends. In time, I shall address the crowd. Anyone you like, they have all come to show you their appreciation. And do not leave too swiftly. I intend to boast of your accomplishments soon. I see Evely has arrived. Perhaps you should begin with her.
So this is what it's like being the hero everyone looks up to? Most of the stories I've read end with a hero riding off into the sunset before anyone can properly thank them. But I feel like we ought to stay for just a little while, don't you? I don't know about that, but I certainly feel more experienced. And I have you to thank. Well, you and Captain Rian and Governor Keshu and poor Farrell Lupus. Can you believe this all started because I couldn't leave Emperor Leovik's secret alone? That's right, I almost forgot. And we should be ready to help Sombren and Kalia when they return. I don't believe that Mehrunes Dagon and his followers are just going to leave them alone. I really thought the ambitions were actual weapons, though. Here, your share of the last of our compensation from Leowin. And a little something from me. I learned so much at your side. If you ever need any help, just send word and I'll come running. Oh look, I think Governor Keshu's ready to speak.
Welcome, people of Blackwood and honored friends. We have weathered a terrible storm, so now we celebrate. Many had a hand in this victory, including those who gave their lives for our cause. But I want to honor the two heroes beside me. Without them, all would have been lost. So stand tall and raise your cups to the sky. Remember those who fell and praise the deeds of those who lived. To victory!
In a party with this many people, I find it quite simple to sneak extra drink unnoticed. A little misdirection, and someone's food vanishes from their plate. Just a little game I play with myself.
It is time to feast and make merry. Where is the cake? Where is the drink? Point me to the games of strength. None of these dry-skinned beakos shall leave this party unchallenged.
This party is exactly how I like them. Keshu the Blackfin really knows how to throw a celebration. Reminds me of the feasts that Otumira throws. We might be up until the morning frogs sing. Well, after you left, we discussed moving on, but the winds convinced us to stay. We fought for our home. Leaving would hollow out our victory. So, the rebuilding has begun. Feel welcome to visit should the marsh breeze ever blow you in our direction.
I had no plans to leave my cavern where the magic of the eternal flow, but I had to see this little celebration for myself. It seems I made a wise decision. The drinks here taste more refined than Otumi Ra's bug water. Perhaps I may learn the recipe.
Ah, greetings. I heard you're to blame for all this reckless frivolity. No great surprise there, eh? Well done. I'll try not to knock anything over or set anything on fire. No promises, though. Yes, as a matter of fact, Tiris's letter was very well received in Tel Naga. The Magisters want to see the phantasmal censor at work. Can you believe that? Yes. Well, no. Sort of. I'm giving the censor to Tiris. All the pomp, plotting, and vanity among the Magisters. It's just not for me. I only made the censor to keep them off my back. This way, Tiris gets what he wants, and I get some peace. Indeed. I've got all sorts of ideas for a new book of overmancy. Eggs with smaller eggs inside. Brilliant, right? Just don't answer that.
Honor to you and your house, Sarah. It's good to see you again. The news is favorable. My letter to the Magisters convinced them that the phantasmal censor is a worthy enterprise. I'm to carry on Revis's work. I believe my teacher is in good standing. For now. The wise mage is the mage who can learn from their mistakes. I may not have underestimated Revis's skill, but I definitely underestimated his tenacity and faithfulness. I learned a great deal, and that is worth all the trauma.
It seems like you've been rather busy. I heard you would be here today, so I thought I'd stop by. I finally paid off my debt to Last Tull, thanks to you. I'm free. Never thought I'd be able to say that again. Home, I think. It turns out there were some wealthy people in Leowyn willing to pay to keep their relatives' involvement with the Cult of the Unmaker from coming to light. I made out like a bandit. Now I can pay off my family's debts, too.
So this is what it's like to be part of an audience. It's much more cheerful than watching silently from the shadows. I especially like the clapping and cheering. Oh, wonderful! All the players have welcomed me among the troupe as if I've always been a part of it. Some even invented some backstories for me that are way more interesting than anything I came up with. Yes, yes, yes! I've gotten to try out so many things since I became alchemy student. Like sticking a sword under my arm for a death scene and not stabbing myself in the chest. I'm not allowed to try sword swallowing yet, though. Thank you for giving me a chance. I get to be anyone I want now. But most importantly, I get to be me. And don't worry, I am now totally aware that break a leg is merely a figurative expression.
The House of Reveries couldn't pass up attending such a lustrous affair, even if we aren't the main attraction. I always knew you were lead material. Bravo! Dreamer is a marvel to behold. Fantastic and dreadful at the same time. A true idiot savant. They almost killed themselves practicing pratfalls. Once informed that there is more technique than throwing themselves on their face, they learned quickly. More than with most hopefuls, certainly. But there's nothing more rewarding than nurturing a burgeoning talent. Mark my words, Dream will be a star. I might find myself next in line for Grand Maestro when all is said and done. I think we both know that luck has little to do with it. May your talents lead you to your dreams as well.
Councillor Leviticus' suggestion is wise. If not Governor Keshu, someone in Gideon should know where to find the Ojel Bark. If it's actually a place, that is. Just make sure you watch out for my sister. Everly is good, but she's still learning.
Heroic friend, I am very glad to see you alive and well. It is a shame I could not fight in the fierce battle with you and lend you my incredible strength. But a great warrior such as yourself proved victorious anyway. Tentative, like a newly formed river emerging from two springs. But it flows. The water is muddy, but will soon run fresh and clear, I am sure. Nahish Nurwal and Lieutenant Viria have been working hard to ensure that our peace lasts. Thanks to you.
A pleasure to see you again. Many Brigadines, myself included, have been quite impressed with the stories we've heard of your exploits. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, given what you did for us at Hutanzel?
It is good to see you again, and to learn that your heroism did not end with my friends and I. I must thank you again for what you did for us. Destroying the idol of Zulunat continues to have a lasting impact. They are well. Thank you for asking. It will take time for all of us to recover from the horrible things we witnessed, but you gave us that chance. We will never forget that.
Ooh, fancy party. Look at you making friends in all the high and low places. I bet a few of these folk have a plump pouch in their drawers. What? No! Well, maybe just the little snacks coming by on the trays, but that's what you do at parties, right? Six and I just wanted to check in on you. He says maintaining good contacts is important in the business. Plus, you know, free food. Six was afraid we'd get fleeced on the payment, but the old guy was totally fine with it being busted. He was relieved even. Said it's one less dangerous object in the world. Turns out he's got a vault full of cursed stuff. Weird thing to collect. We'll be getting back to the guild with our dues. I'm sure after this job I'll be a fully fledged thief. Oops, full-fledged thief. Then Lady Twilight will make her debut for real. We should do another caper soon.
Try not to draw any unnecessary attention, would you? We already stick out like a sore thumb with Erithel gaping over the scenery. Trying to blend in badly. Just wanted to say farewell before we skip town. Figure we owe you that much after you salvaged that job for us. Surprisingly, yes. We got that hunk of junk to our buyer, and they were thrilled to take it off our hands, even in its busted condition. I expected a high elf collector to be more fussy. Things worked out for everybody but the painted eye. Back to give the guild its cut and report on Erithel's progress. Or lack thereof. She did manage to show some improvement this time, but she's not ready to leave the nest. Plus, I don't hate anyone at the guild enough to inflict her on them.
Isn't it wonderful? Such a romantic story I've written for myself. But I feel like there's much left to discover. This party is sure to involve some steamy goings-on as well. Wonderful. It's going smashingly. He's my muse, my inspiration, my reason for getting out of bed. And he's my... well, we'll have to see, won't we?
You made the right decision having Ysara keep me around. We will be very happy together. The muse and the writer.
You're not wearing that dashing outfit I sold you? If today's celebration is not the perfect occasion to dress up, I don't know what is. Perhaps you should visit my shop again to freshen up your wardrobe, hmm? Why? Shouldn't a leading Leowen business person attend a celebration for all of Blackwood?
Besides, after I let word slip that you and Everly had patronized my shop, business has been booming. Everyone just has to know which outfit you selected.
I wanted you to know how appreciative I am of what you've done for us. Not only did you reveal Vandacia for the traitor he was, you took him down and saved Blackwood. Countess Cairo and the Chamber of Legates, thank you. You're always welcome here. Plans? The same as they were before this trouble started. Work with Gideon to secure our borders and keep the war from impacting Blackwood directly. Make sure our communities stay safe and prosper. If not for you, none of that would even be possible.
Good to see you, friend. I wanted to make sure you knew how thankful I am for rescuing Stibbins from all that slime. Good help, well, mediocre help, is so hard to replace. Oh, and I heard you saved Blackwood. Congratulations on that. Oh, I'm sure there'll be another adventure. And Stibbins goes where I go. I can't seem to get rid of him, no matter how hard I try. No, I jest. I wouldn't think of leaving him behind. Who else would carry all my packages? He's very good at that.
Oh, a party was just what I needed to calm my nerves after what happened at the Zonmir. It's sort of refreshing to attend a function where I'm not the primary servant doting on the crowd. No, unless you count these tiny balls of goo that keep following me around. Lady Laurent says she catches glimpses of other me's in the crowd, but I think that's just her nerves. She can be quite tense and irritable if she skips her afternoon tea.
Featherless! What a wonderful celebration these wingless giants have thrown in our honor! We must fill the sky with our cries of victory! Shriek our accomplishments for all to hear! Shriek! Shriek! Why so surprised? Where else would I be? It is impolite to not show up when the common folk hold a celebration in your honor. Is that not true among the featherless as well? Blackwood? I was certain they said Black Feather. Well, a party's a party. You helped us in our time of need, so we will help you celebrate your victory too. It is the least we can do. The absolute least.
Everyone's been talking about the things you've done for Blackwood. I had no idea you'd been so busy. I find myself edified, enlightened, and exhilarated by the tale of your heroics. Bailavon himself could not have done better. Yes, I have. The relics we recovered from Undertow Cavern turned out to be exactly the sort of proof I needed to convince other scholars that someone important had been entombed there. I am voracious, victorious, and vindicated.
It seems you have done well, little mortal. I hear you killed Mehrunes Dagon's high priest and stopped the planes from merging. I find you to be interesting. I will remember that the next time I require the assistance of a mortal agent. You must realize that the events surrounding Leovik's secret and the four ambitions have not yet reached their climax. When next Dagon and his followers emerge from the shadows, I will be waiting to see what they do. And then, I'll send for you.
I decided to stop by for the celebration, try a bit of the local fair before slipping back into the shadows. I know you're going to miss me, but I have a feeling we'll meet again. People like you usually wind up on a contract eventually. You mean after helping you clean up this massive debacle? Oh, the usual, I guess. Try some more of the local cuisine, collect my next contract, complete my next contract. What can I say? I'm a creature of habit.
You sow the seeds of prosperity wherever you tread, laborer. Zenithar smiles upon your work, as do we all. Blessed as can be, the resolutions have regarded Gavos rightly, as living testament to the sanctity of pious labor. Of course, he's seen no rest since he left the Abbey. My fellow clerics seek his knowledge night and day. Resting where we left it, awaiting the faithful to come and clear away the rot consuming the Abbey. The Knights of Iron will soon launch a crusade against the vile beasts and goblins inhabiting the place. Fortunes shine upon you, blessed laborer. I will pray daily for your success.
So, any chance I could talk you into enlisting in the Ivory Brigade? No? I didn't think so. I want to thank you for helping us with all this. I hate to imagine what would have become of Blackwood, if not for you and Everly. I'm in your debt.
Looking to trade? I have a good selection.
Hear about the battle at Fort Redmane? The Black Fin Legion and the Ivory Brigade won the day.
Thanks to those mercenaries from Leowin that I told you about.
Yes, you are the smartest lizard in Gideon. But I heard Mehrunes Dagon actually appeared.
A Daedric prince? Here? Nonsense. But I do